As a counseling psychologist specialized in children and adolescents, there's something that I cannot escape from. Number one, reparenting and parenting. Because I have realized most people need guidance on how to take care of their children, because there's no manual, there's no one size fits all for parenting, but we could all use some guidance, we could all use some ground rules, we could all use some inspiration on how to best parent our children so we can show up for them in a way that will make them blossom into fully functioning human beings. Now, and the aspect of reparenting comes in where you give yourself what your parents didn't give you. And I have said this times without number. It's not about throwing shade or saying that our caregivers didn't give us the best they could. Of course they did, but as research shows, most people are dealing with unhealed childhood wounds. Most people are dealing with abandonment wounds. A majority of people are dealing with aspects of their personality that they had to shrink so that they could get love and validation from their caregivers and their parents. So now this is something that I'm passionate about. Why? Because I have been exposed to trauma as a child. I was a parentified child. I went through trauma, and now I'm healing, I'm thriving, and every day that I live, I'm living just taking it as it comes, bring it, bring it, bring it. Now, there's an exercise I want you to do right now. It's going to be quite something because it involves you getting in touch with your inner child. Most people think that your inner child grows as you grow. No, your inner child, that 9-year old, that 10-year old, when you look at a child and you see their characteristics, playful, jovial, what do you call it, curious, inquisitive, and all that. We all have that aspect of ourselves that at some point we had to shrink because we needed love and validation from our caregivers. Remember how your caregivers behaved towards you or reacted towards you when you behaved in a certain way or you did certain things shaped the kind of person that you become. So look at your personality traits. Are you who you were essentially, or you had to shrink and you had to fit in this cocoon so you could get love and validation and and be seen by your caregivers and your parents? Now, I want you to close your eyes. Number one, I want you to tell yourself, I am sorry I didn't show up for you when you needed me. Number two, I want you to say, I love you regardless of the mistakes that you make. Number three, I want you to say, I love how much fun you are. Number four, I want you to say, your feelings and your thoughts are valid and they deserve to be listened to. Number five, I want you to say, you're beautiful or handsome. You are a masterpiece. You are fun to be with. Number six, I want you to acknowledge that you are the best that there is no one like you. You are unique. Now, I want you to tell me how it feels when you say that out loud to yourself. Because most people get very uncomfortable when they speak highly of themselves, or they motivate themselves, or they practice affirmations by themselves, because it's not something that you're used to. We respond better to criticism because we think that's how it's supposed to be. And when someone compliments us, or someone affirms us, or someone gives us good feedback, you're like, okay, what do you want? What's in it for you? Why are you being nice? Whereas we all deserve to be validated. We all deserve to be affirmed. We all deserve to hear good things. So even your inner child needs to be affirmed and reaffirmed again and again and again. They need to hear they are loved. They need to understand they are perfect. They need to understand that regardless of the mistakes that they make, they are beautiful. They are a whole masterpiece. They need to understand that they are the it factor. They are the creme de la creme. They are unicorns, ice cream, and everything nice if you love ice cream like me. So practice getting in touch with your emotions. Number one, practice affirmations, practice being kind to yourself, practice being compassionate to yourself, practice just loving yourself and loving yourself fully, because you'll not give other people what you don't have. Does it make sense? Because we have so many cold-hearted people around. We have so many people who are spewing venom. We have so many people who are hurting other people. We have people who would not mind, stepping on others so they can get to where they want to be. Is it not a wonder that you have so many people who are hurting? When you're hurting, you do not know you're hurting, but you go around hurting others because that is the kind of world that you live in. You cannot give what you don't have. If you don't love yourself, believe you me, you'll not be able to love others. If you don't know how to affirm yourself, you will not even know how to affirm others. It will be mechanical. If you don't believe in yourself, it will be so hard for you to believe in other people. It starts with you. So, let me know how it feels for you when you say this out loud to your inner child. And of course, if you need therapy, I'm here. My number is in bio. And I hope to see you on Saturday as we talk about attachment styles and how it affects us in adulthood. In adulthood. So we are meeting between 1 and 2 p.m. Saturday before you start getting engaged in your weekend activities. Bye.